Hey, it's Make It Make Sense, Mary. We are here at Talks in the Park with only three. I'm
Shark Boy.
so excited to be here. Like, he has no idea. Wanted to talk to him for a long time, so I'm super glad to have this opportunity. So thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me. It's a blessing.
Yeah, of course,
Most
of course.
Most dead.
Yeah, Shark Boy. So
Shark
let's
Boy.
dive right in.
Shark Boy season.
What's that mean? What is Shark Boy? Like, I see it everywhere. It's always summer. Like, what's going on? Tell us about it.
I should have got the beach bar and brought it, but definitely Summer Never Ends is a sound. Only three is my artist name, official artist name, because I only see people through my third eye, you feel me? And Shark Boy is the aesthetic to the whole Summer Never Ends sound. It's me always staying at the beach, but, you know, staying cool and being ready to shark anyone in the music industry at any time, because I'm really a legend, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Look, so you, like, broke it all the way down. So that's what I wanted to know, too. Like, what does only three mean? Like, I love the name, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you just broke it down, and that's beautiful. I love stuff like that because it's very important
Of course. Yeah.
to do that, you know
Most
what I'm saying?
definitely,
You
yeah.
got to see through the third eye, for sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, so the people want to know, what do you put in your hair? Like, I know that's weird maybe, but like your hair is freaking gorgeous. You got to
I
braid it up
appreciate it.
today, but it's beautiful. What do you do? We need to know.
Honestly, I just shampoo, conditioner, and my manager helps me with a lot of my hairstyling. She puts in stuff like, what is it? Miss Jackie's curl. I forget what it's called, curl smoothie or something like that. But that works really great on my hair. And other than that, I mean, just showing love. You know, staying out in the sun. I feel like the sun is really good for your hair. You know what I'm saying? When you really want that beach hair, you got to be in the sun. You feel me?
I'm saying, because the sun is at the beach. You
You
know,
know what I'm saying?
And you need that good vitamin D. Like, you got to get outside.
You know what I
Enjoy
mean?
it,
You gotta
know
get
what
the
I mean?
vitamins. You gotta live life. You know, your mentality and your mind state is really key for your hair too. You know what I'm saying? You really see wacky people with wacky hair sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And it be for a reason.
You said wacky people with wacky hair. So look, since we're talking about hair, I'm gonna just take a little piece of this from you really quick. So guys, if you have the curls like we do, even though we got some different things going on today, do not use Carol's Daughter. Do not use that product. I'm trying to tell you, my hair was here, now it's here. Did nothing to it.
Wow.
Research. We're not gonna talk about it. This is for him, not
That's
her.
crazy.
But I'm trying to help y'all out. So, you got 2 minutes.
What's up?
Who are the three most important people in your life and why?
In 2 minutes, I'm gonna say one, definitely my mom. Huge inspiration. I mean, she's been there for me, my biggest supporter through everything. Number two has to be my big sister, my older sister. She really raised me when my mom was always at work, you know what I'm saying? And me and her are a lot alike. We're really cool. We keep our calm. We like to just vibe out and have a great time. And she really helped keep the family, my brothers and sisters, like really all together certain times.
Yeah.
And number three right now has to be, are we talking about people that are just alive or?
We're talking about whatever you want to talk
Got
about.
you.
The world
So
is yours.
definitely
Exactly.
got to say my grandma. I honestly should have said that first. Sorry, Mom, but my grandma really looked out for me, loved me in a different way, put like a lot of love in me and instilled nothing but love in me. And really, it's helped me throughout my entire life because like when you're somebody who shows love your entire life, and I'm talking about from the sandbox, you can imagine the type of blessings and the type of moments that I've had in my life that make it one of one, that make me enjoy life every day and want to continue living and doing everything.
Yeah.
With everyone, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. That's what's up. That was good. And grandmas, and sorry, Mom, you know what he means.
Yeah, my mom I love my mom, but she gonna understand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she says
grandmas-
the same thing all the time. She says the same thing. She'll tell you the same story.
For sure. Grandma's got that special kind of love. Like
For
you
real.
said, it's just like different, like
For real.
not comparable. So, being a performer, right? I feel like you always have really good energy. I feel like it's like you like just come so hard, but at the same time the energy is just so light and like playful and just really good. So, when you're performing, how do you kind of like keep that energy, and where has been your favorite place to perform?
I would say performing wise, I do rehearse. Rehearsal is key because in rehearsal you can like give that 50% effort and no one's gonna see that, you know what I'm saying? But it also lets you know that you're not giving 100 at the same time. You're gonna feel it in rehearsal. You're gonna be like, yo, if I was performing this right now, this would be a crazy show. And you take the confidence from rehearsal to the stage so that when you're on stage, like, you'll notice that, and you know, a lot of people will, that I don't get nervous. Like you said, I get excited. It's real playful. Like, I know that I'm not gonna fuck up there because I done rehearsed this so many times, and I done fucked up in rehearsal in private. And also, my favorite place to perform I want to say, this is hard. I want to say,
like, no pressure.
I'm not gonna lie, I really, really loved Jawfest. I just performed at Jawfest. Okay. And I love the energy over there. It was a great crowd. It was a lot of people, it was a lot of vendors. I feel like I previewed, you know, some new Trap Summer songs. Ended it with Bebecita that dropped on 104.5, the hit station for Latin music in San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? And they loved it, you know what I'm saying? I could feel the vibe. I was dancing the whole time, so that's why I say, like, maybe it was because I was dancing the whole time. I was just enjoying my own show.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. So I love that. Like, you just totally kicked some, like, you just gave them the keys and they don't even know. Like,
yeah,
I think it's like, it's so important. I think that, you know, I've worked with a lot of artists, and a lot of artists just don't understand that rehearsal is key. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about
vocal lessons.
Yeah.
So when I'm up there singing, I'm not like unconfident. Like, I'm fully confident in what I'm about to give you. Mm-hmm. And it's all because I took the time out of my day to, like, get ready. Exactly. Getting ready is key, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. And that's why you said, like, you're not nervous. And I feel like a piece of you, because we all get a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? Because we're passionate about what we do, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you do that rehearsal and you kind of, you know, just kind of have a plan and know what you're getting into, know how you're going to do it, even if it goes a little differently, like, by the time you're on stage, you've ran through it. You know what I'm saying? And
you're ready for whatever.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. For sure.
Like, you feel like you could do it without a mic. Like, whenever you feel like you could put on a great show without the mic and them just playing the music out of your speakers, that confidence is going to breathe through to the crowd. So, like, that's why I can dance through most of my songs. I probably won't even sing through half of the song. And, you know, my performance is going to be like, it's going to get a great reaction. Yeah. You feel me? Because that's what the crowd really wants. They want to see a reflection of themselves. And, like, if they're seeing me dance, that's going to make them want to dance. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, take this in.
I'm the one on stage. You know, I'm the one on stage. They're in a crowd where they're secure next to all these people, and, like, no one's really watching them. So they want to see somebody up there having fun and not caring about what anyone thinks, so they can do it in a crowd of people. I mean, it's just easy. Like, simple math. Like, just do it.
Math is math.
You know what I'm saying? 2 + 2 is 4. You know what I'm saying?
So, look, check this out. So you mentioned a good point, right? So you're talking about the crowd and, like, kind of crowd engagement or audience engagement or whatever. And, you know, a lot of artists as well don't understand how important that is. So once again, like, you're really kicking some game because you're hitting, like, the key points of, you know, what it is to be a performer, an artist, and really kind of live out your passion.
And I'm still learning too. I'm not even where I want to be either.
Always.
For sure, I gotta go next to Beyonce show. You feel me? Kanye West.
I'm saying.
You feel me?
Right. I'm gonna be out there too. Posted up at somebody picnic table.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to the crowd, like, your fans definitely love you, like, for sure. And I believe I saw you. You've performed at Artist Musician before, right?
Most definitely.
And I believe I was there for one of your performances, and it's like the people just really fuck with you, you know? So how do you kind of get crowd control and make sure everybody's engaged while you're trying to perform, while you're trying to dance, while you're trying to make sure everybody's having a good time? Like, how does that kind of all come together?
Man, you giving them the secrets right now. You really giving them the secrets.
They gotta do it though. You're doing it.
No,
they
for
can
sure.
hear it, but they gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, you know, I say this in all interviews. Before we get to any questions about performing, going anywhere, doing anything with anybody, let me say to the people that it is about the music. If my music wasn't what it was, I wouldn't have the confidence in it to go perform it and sing it to you, having fun the way that I do, looking you in the eyes with 100% confidence, knowing that you're going to bob your head if I'm doing it too, looking you in the eyes, and you're going to pull out your phone and record me. It is the music. If your music is not that, and you go and you try to perform it as if it is, it's not going to match up. So, you, like, I heard somebody, I'm actually hearing, I saw someone tweet, it was Hitmaker. He tweeted, niggas get mad when they come to the studio and they play you a song and you don't react to it like as if it was Travis Scott's new banger. You know what I'm saying? They think that they're there and they're not. And you get mad at people because they don't feel it the way that you may. That's on you. because you didn't love the music enough to ensure. You got to ensure. There's actually a baby formula called ensure to ensure that your baby grows. You got to have that ensure for every one of your songs. Your song is a baby. If you're not giving it ensure, it's never going to grow. It's not like magic. It's just simple. But the magic is in the love that you put into it. That's the magic. I got a lot of love for music. I'm a fan of all types of music. So in my album, like Trap Summer, let me promote Trap Summer, the hottest shit out. All my songs is gonna sound different. I'm not gonna have the same flow as the next song, or even on track 1 to track 14. All my shit is different because I'm influenced by so much. And it's me ensuring that I give you a ride of your life. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I can take that feeling that I know I'm giving you and then go perform it. So the performing, like I said, I'm not nervous. A little part of me may get like excited right before I walk on stage because I see like everybody ready for the show. And once I'm on stage, I'm like, I'm meant to be here. That's why I rehearse. Because when I'm rehearsing, I might be in a room by myself, but like what I see is a stadium full of people with their phones out. Like that's what I really see. So when you see me walk out in the stadium with like Young Money, OVO, all these people, I already saw that. So I'm not gonna be nervous then. You may not believe that, but you'll see it if you come to the show. You're gonna have to pay like $800 a ticket, $1,000 a ticket to see only 3, because I insured myself I would get there. You feel me? By loving the music.
That insure analogy is,
and I've never used that before, but I just thought of that on the spot because it's so true. Like I'm connected to God, so is my music. Absolutely. I'm a reflection.
Absolutely. And I can tell like just by just a little bit that we've talked so far, you know what I mean? That you definitely have some sort of like spiritual connection.
Most that's huge.
And you know, very positive energy. And I'm very much so about that as well. And I can tell that, you know, the things that you're saying, like you said, y'all might not believe me, but I'm not nervous and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, like I can feel the genuineness, is that a word? Pouring like off of you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Sure,
it's really the music. Gotta love it. You really gotta love it. Don't just rap because you want to seem cool. Don't just make beats because that's what everybody else doing. Like you gotta have something about you.
Exactly.
Or you'll just stay in this community of people that don't actually want to be celebrities, superstars, world stars. You'll stay in that pot because there's nothing special about you, because you don't even feel like there's something special about you. Because if you did, you would take the 2 hours that you spend chilling with your homies out at the bar and put that same 2 hours into making beats. Exactly. And then the next day your beats will be better. You know what I'm saying? It's just really simple. It's like my love for music is really it. It's what people really, really want, and they seeing it now. I mean, you've seen my followers grow from 3,300 followers this time last year to now about 11K, and it's really just been me having fun. I ain't put $10,000 into promotion into this shit. I ain't done the extras and really had to come up with a gimmick. It's just me having fun with it.
Because when you're legit, and sorry not to cut you off, but like,
no, for sure.
Because you're legit, like you said, like you're doing it because you love it, you're passionate about it, so it's like effortless to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always going to put forth effort.
I always wanted that.
But it feels
that's crazy.
Effortless. You know what I'm saying?
Back when I didn't have the followers, I would think like, how do I get it? Like I don't want to fake it. I want it to be effortless.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's one of those things, and it's, you know, like if you're, to me, like if you're a creator, a musician, an artist, whatever you want to call it, like we all kind of like reside in the same space, right? And with that being said, it's like sometimes like you can be hard on yourself, right? People can be hard on you. If you choose to take that, then that can really kind of like wear you down. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to be passionate, stay up, and stay consistent, right? So it's like even when that shit, when you got your 330, whatever you just said, followers, right? Sorry, I'm messing up the numbers a little bit. But in that moment, it's like, you probably wanted some more, you know what I mean? But you knew that it was gonna come, and then all of a sudden, effortlessly,
God looks out for you because he's looking. He's the one. He's the ultimate judge. Like you can't let people judge you as far as how you're moving, your emotion, and your music. Because I could tell you one thing to the camera that I don't never have to lie about. My music career changed when I got out of myself, and I involved someone like Shadia to manage me. And the difference that made was me showing God that I'm willing to be something different for what I want, if that's what it takes. He's looking at me like way up there, down here, like, you showed me something. You know, because most people are out here waiting for God to do something. God's looking at you like I'm waiting for you to do
gonna
something.
right?
What are you gonna do though?
Yeah,
I got you, but what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
So when I made that transition, God literally opened so many doors. I mean, like me and her wrote a song together. I don't even know if she's ever wrote a song with anyone else that's played on the radio the first day that it comes out and it's a hit. Like that's legendary shit. Like you couldn't. There's no amount of money that could buy you that. Understand? Like I may not have 1 million followers yet, but I've already done shit that these people will never have the chance to do because they're past these moments. You can only win Best Artist of the Year or Rookie Artist of the Year once. After your rookie season, that moment is gone.
You ain't a rookie no more, right?
You ain't a rookie no more. You know what I'm saying? My song plays on the radio, it's a hit, and it's like at this time, I'm also hearing from all these people that are DJs that like people that doesn't even happen for no one here in San Antonio. Like no one just gets their song played on the radio, period, whether it's a hit or not. But for me to have mine the first day it comes out and it's not an issue, it's just God. It's not me. I can't take credit for it. It's God. Right. I took the next step. God took me to the next step.
Absolutely. And like you, like you're giving me chills. Like you're really like saying some good things that I'm very much so on the same page as you. And it's like, I believe you just said a second ago, pretty much like you got to get out your own way. You know what I mean?
Get out your own way. Sometimes it's you. Like you trying to move forward and you're like standing in front of you like that. Like no.
And it's like the hardest person to tell the truth to is yourself. Right? And then on the flip side, when you think about it, and I tell a lot of people this, it's like when you do, and not you, like general you, like because this is what people do, when you start getting like hard on yourself or getting down or whatever, it's like, you know, you would not be friends with people if they talked to you the way that you talk to yourself. Sometimes. Exactly. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So it's like if you're beating yourself up and you're like, oh my God, I suck. I can't do this. Like,
you would never hang out with somebody like
Somebody said that. You'd be like, excuse me, what? You know what I mean? So what gives us, like, why do we do that to ourselves?
Because a lot of people idolize self-reliance. They idolize their own cleverness and they trust it like it's going to make it last forever and it's going to route every moment of their life. That's not what I do. I stopped doing that when I was like 22, 23 years old, and my life has been amazing. Like I don't ever want to be anyone else, and I never have, and you'll feel it in my music because I trust God on my moments. I don't have to trust my own cleverness like, oh, what is Brandon capable of? And I say Brandon because that's my real name. I'm keeping it real with y'all because like I'm gonna be one of the biggest celebrities in the world, so when I'm there, I'm the celebrity that these people that y'all idolize because y'all don't really love y'allself enough to be yourself. They're going to want to hang around me because I'm the source of energy that they once had or they're still trying to connect to make their music as great as it should be. And that's why I'm a super producer. I'm not just a rapper, a singer, engineer, or none of that. I'm all in one, plus an actor and a model. Plus, I'm really from the hood that most niggas claim to be from. I don't have to act about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just God. God made that possible so that I could be a light for someone else. There's a kid from Rigsby Ave right now watching me that I don't even know that's hoping that I get to where I'm going so that he can know for sure that's possible. Because no one's had the courage to like step out of themselves before. Yeah. It's always just been about you. It's not about me. What I'm doing right now is about my ancestors and everybody that's connected to me. You don't see them because maybe they're ghosts, but they're with me right now. They're all around me. Praying that I showed up one day in the flesh.
Yes, like once again, chills. Like this is like everything that you just said down to a T. I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday. It's like we have so much flowing through us, you know what I'm saying, that we don't even know.
Do you tap into it enough?
Right, and tap in, you know what I'm saying? Know your roots, like, and also know that, like you said, you are the light. Like, you know I am the light. Like, I am very much so, like, about myself and blah, blah, blah. Not in a conceited way, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be, like,
see yourself through God's eyes.
In a good way. And
through God's lens.
Yeah.
Through God's lens, see yourself. Because
he's never going to let us down, ever.
How would you look through God's lens if he took a picture of you? That's who you should see of yourself every day. And if you did, your moments would be different. Your moments with people would be different. People would gravitate you towards you and then like want you to be a part of everything they do as if like you're their brother, sister, or their mom or dad. Like it's so easy to connect to, but you have to believe it. It's real. If it's not, it'll never be real.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So a couple of things that you mentioned. So I know that you mentioned some people, like when we were talking about the like practicing or rehearsing before you go on, and you said something about people and like the fame. And I think a lot of people, tell me how you feel about this. I think a lot of people like want the fame and want to be a celebrity, and then when they get into that studio session and everybody's not bobbing to their song like they think they should, and now they got a little chip on their shoulder like, this is the shit, like why is nobody liking this? And that energy, like you said, is kind of off.
Right.
It's almost like they're not doing it for the right reason.
And
so
I see it all the time. I see it in my own studio, Artists and Musicians Hub. Shout out to my studio, but we need to make ourselves better. I'm not gonna act like there isn't like times where like I feel like in my own studio that I work with a hell of people that there's moments that we could be greater, and that's what I push for. And again, it's just me being real. Like I'm having this conversation, like it really is just you and me. Even though so many people will see this, this may have 10 million views, 100 million views one day. Who knows? But someone's gonna learn something from each in one of my interviews because I'm growing at the same time as a person. And I heard this in Kanye's song because Shadia, my manager, is such a big fan of Kanye. She's always inspiring me, and Kanye's one of my biggest inspirations. I heard him say, you should practice all that stuff that you're thinking, saying it out loud in the moment, and see what that gets you. And that, ever since I heard him say that, like literally, I've been doing that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like shout out to Kanye one time, because me and him gonna make hit songs. You feel me?
Dude, I can't wait to interview you too. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a great time, Kanye. So yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, exactly. So that's what's up. That's what's up. So you, when it comes to like your passion for music, and like you said, you do all types of different things, and I really like that. Like I'm the type of person that I like all types of music. Like if it sounds good to me, if I like what they're saying, then I like it. I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of keep people on their toes because they don't know like what to expect almost in a good way. So how do you maintain that passion, and how do you stay so diverse with your music and stay true to you?
That's a great question. I would say trusting the inspiration process. For instance, real life moment, me right now in this moment, I just dropped Trap Summer that I was working on the whole first half of the year, literally the first half, 6 months in, and dropped it on June 21st. And that was all my focus was going towards that. Now that I dropped it, all my focus has been promoting it, getting my songs played all the time. Me and Shadi are always out promoting, putting up stickers, passing out cards, getting it played by the DJs. And though that would be time where I'm in the studio cooking up. But now that I have a project out, it's only right that I give it like it's what it's due. It's its own flowers. Like it's great. I need to show the world, and I'll probably be doing that all the way to next summer.
Yeah.
But what you're asking me is like, how am I maintaining my inspiration through that and my passion? It's just trusting that God will always have something there when I'm ready. When He sees me truly ready, sitting down at the desk or my laptop or whatever to make music, that there will be something in that moment that will catch me and inspire me to make a song. And I don't honestly care what it sounds like. That's why I know my music will never ever be the same. Like all my projects will change. My next summer album, whatever it is, will be totally different than Trap Summer, but it will keep you trapped in summer, believe me, in its own way. And I don't care what it sounds like for now, because right now the whole thing is about Trap Summer. And when I get to my next album, it's gonna be like magical. I'm excited, and I leave it up to mystery. Like I live my life naturally like that. Like I leave my moments up to mystery. So I don't even know what I'm gonna expect, but I know it's gonna be great.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny. Exactly, but you know it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Like, no question.
No
like,
worries.
I have no clue what's coming, what to expect, whatever. But it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Whatever. Let's roll with it.
Let's roll with it.
So when you sit at your desk or the table or whatever, and you have a seat at the table.
Because I could be doing it anywhere.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
you're
saying?
going into your creative process, like you said. God provides when it's time.
Right.
So when you sit down and you're in that moment, you pick up your pen and you go to, type or however you write your music. I'm a pen and paper.
Side note, when I said that, when I said God provides, here's a tip, right? Because I feel like you asked a question that needs more than an answer that I gave, because I do trust the inspiration process, but at the same time, I'll go in a little bit more in depth. Before I sit down to write a hit song, or I'm about to make a hit beat, I literally stop what I'm doing and pray to God on my knees that inspiration comes to me that the world loves. And then I start to create music. And once after the prayer, I instantly feel like that pressure that was like, on me to make something great is gone, and now I'm back to having fun in the zone where hits are made, because you're supposed to be having fun. If you're not having fun, you'll never make fun music.
Right, and for what? Like, what are you doing it for if you're not having fun? Like,
never.
It's not meant to be like a horrible experience.
I've never been. I grew up in LA and Hollywood too. Like,
yeah.
I've never been in a studio anywhere where a great song was being made and everyone in the room wasn't at their highest of spirits.
Yes, right.
Never.
You can feel the energy.
Never.
Exactly. Like, when it's good, it's good.
If I'm walking into a studio and it's not good, I'm walking out.
Right.
That's not for work. Only 3. That's not a session for me.
And I don't know how you feel, but I know that I can't like fake it.
No, you can't. No, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, that's not it. That's not it.
Not that one.
Period.
Right. Exactly.
Not that one. Not that line or whatever.
So when you sit at the table though, so this is kind of what I want to ask you, and you just made me think. So you know what I put on my computer at my desk, because I'd be trying to get in the zone too, and I put a little what's it called, index card, and taped it up on the side of my monitor, because I was just like freaking out one day. I'm like stressed. I'm like, why am I tripping? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, Marianne, breathe. God's got you, right?
Facts.
So I threw me a little post-it up on my computer, and it said, breathe. God's got you. 100%. So when I'm sitting there and I'm doing my thing and I'm a little like, okay, what am I going to do? I can't think. I got writer's block, whatever. I look over and I'm like, girl, breathe. God's got you.
Me. That's great.
So that's what's up.
Great reminder.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said you grew up in LA, Hollywood.
Yeah,
Tell us more about
my
that.
grandma has always lived in South Central LA, the Manchester Western area to be specific, you know what I'm saying, my whole entire life. So every summer, after I went to school here in Texas, South Texas, by the way, San Antonio, East Side shit, I would fly out to LA, spend mostly the whole summer there, then come back right before school. I did that really most of my childhood, you feel me? So that kind of is where Summer Never Ends, the sound comes from, because I'm influenced by everything I would hear during those summers, and coming back to Texas, being, you know, in school here the whole year, whole another set of friends, whole another vibe, whole other music being played out here, but it's me combining both.
Yeah.
It's me combining both. Summer never ends.
That's beautiful. And at the beginning, I was like, it's always summer. And I'm like, summer never ends. I think I messed it up a little bit. I knew
No,
what I
you're
was trying to
good.
say.
You're good.
Summer never
ends.
Like, I remember when I came to Artist Musicians Hub, and we were in, like, that second little room when you walk in.
And you saw the sign?
Yeah, and I was like, I love that. And that just kind of, like, stuck with me. Because I just like nature. I like outside. I like good weather.
I love that.
Feel good vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's sweet. Like,
and I prayed
really
for that genius thought. You know what I'm saying? I got my sound before on my label was called Careless with Cash when I was young, right? And I drew that up in a comic. I think it was like comic book class. I don't even know what the name for the class was in college, right? But I was drawing it up. I got the original paper from when I made that up, right? So that was my whole thing until I had the genius thought where I was like, I need to switch this up. Like, I'm a whole different artist now. I don't even go by the same artist name anymore. It's only 3 now. What is my sound as of now? And Summer Never Ends, I was writing it down, and Summer Never Ends came to me. And once I wrote it down, it became real. Then I was like, that's it. Now I need to draw out the logo for the shirts and all that. So I drew the original Summer Never Ends. I still got that paper, you feel me? Now that's, like, I had the logo made. That's what you see on my shirts. It's a whole sound now. You hear it in songs. Like, I put it in hit song hooks like Summer Never Ends. You could bring your friends. Or in Summer Moon where I'm like, you my little slut forever, girl. Summer never ends. Like, that's my whole label, my whole sound.
So you really just kind of reminded me, because I was going to ask you something and then it slipped my mind, but then you just brought it back, right? So you said you sat down and you're just, you know, thinking or whatever, and that just kind of came to you. You wrote it down, boom, and you rolled with it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes when you sit down, being that you do have a connection with God and you say you pray before you do your thing, when you sit down, do you ever feel like when you're writing, typing, that it's almost like God is doing it for you?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like,
for sure. There's been times where I've looked away and my hand is still writing the song. That happened with my song Rockstar. I tell everyone this story where, like, my mom was actually there. She walks in, and I'm looking at my mom having a whole conversation with her and, like, writing the lyrics to Rockstar, like not rehearsed or nothing. It's my hand is still moving.
Yeah. Because
that's God getting the moment out for you, or the idea out, so that He's basically giving what you prayed for.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
that song, when the first day I performed it, made like crowds of people dance. They had never heard it. Then later that night, I had another show at Artist Musicians Hub that was thrown by Artist Legit in the Hub. That went crazy. And that started the whole momentum buzz around Only Three.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because before that song, I had prayed to God for a song that I felt like would, like, it was almost like a tsunami wave that would come and like just wash away whatever somebody was doing, or maybe myself, my old self, and start me fresh.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with that song. Like literally, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I remember the moment. Like I always tell people that story because it really be like that. The best songs that I've ever wrote have written themselves.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel you. Like I really, and that's kind of why I, wanted to ask that question, because that's like for real. You know what I mean? I feel like some of the best questions I've asked, or like whatever the case may be, like from my perspective, definitely comes the same way. And it's always cool to talk to like a genuine person and really feel that you're interviewing and talking to a genuine person. So like when you guys walked up and y'all were kind of like, so what are we going to talk about and what questions are we going to ask and stuff like that, it's like that is a hard question for me to answer always, because sometimes it really just depends on the person, you know? So it's like I got my little book here and I got tons of questions I think I've asked you too that I wanted to ask you, but because you're just such a cool, genuine person. Like, we're just talking and kicking it, and like, you said a lot of good stuff, so we don't even,
Have summer out now, summer never ends. Go get that.
Right. So look, so having a team, having a support system, having people that believe in you, right? And like are
huge.
Yeah, it's huge, right? So I know that I know you have a team. One of your most important team members being here. So Shadi's going to bring it right on forward here in about 2 seconds.
Shadi is the most important team member that I have. Let me be clear about that.
Oh my God. Yep, it's happening. Look.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, so no, tell us.
Yeah, I'll come over here.
Okay, let me slide over and let's make sure you're right. There we go. Yes. Okay, perfect. So yes, Shadi, Only Three's manager. Super important. I already know. Once again, it's just like the vibes are just rolling right now, and I love it. Tell us
Shout
about
out
her.
to you for the first interviewer to bring Shadi on with me during the interview. You are a legend for this.
Don't do video.
Nice. And she does now. We all say that until we're all sitting here, like, So no, thank you. Like, not to put you on the spot, but to put you on the spot. So kind of tell me a little bit about each other, like how y'all met, how y'all got here, and how y'all work together so well.
I actually do interviews for MVP Vibe, and I was able to interview Only Three on MVP Vibe. This is why I don't do videos. On Vibe Check.
You're fine, girl. You're fine.
And it was like about a year ago. Well, I do video when I'm interviewing. If I'm interviewing, it's different, right?
Right, because
you're the one that's like, not you're the one in control.
Exactly. It's always weird when it's flipped. You're like, I don't know.
Sure. Now I'm like, what? But yeah, I met him a year ago, interviewed him, and we became friends, and he asked me if I was looking to manage, if I wanted to manage him. And honestly, I've really been in music for so many years, and I never thought about managing someone because I never really cared enough or really believed in them enough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to everyone.
No, that makes the most sense.
But
yes, okay.
I just I heard his music and I just can see it in him. He has the whole package.
For sure.
Everything that is needed from a label, from a music industry, from anyone that would want. I mean, the man makes his own beats. He mixes and masters, engineers, raps, songwrites, sings. He's also a model. He's going to be in Texas Fashion Week coming up. He's also an actor that, I'm sure he's going to be in so many roles and doing so many movies.
Just did the Nipsey freestyle in front of the mural, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Look out for your boy.
Just freestyle rap too, he is the whole package. So I easily believed in him, easily said yes.
So my story on Shadi is
let me tell you my version.
Artist Legit was throwing an event, and they had about 40 performers, and it was over there by the Wonder Chamber. I think it ended at the Wonder Chamber, and Shadi was the host. So I think I was performer number 38 or something like that, because I showed up late.
He remembers so many details.
I had showed up late, I was on my nonchalant, and I'm sitting on the side and she's about to bring me up, and I'm just thinking about how like she's controlling the crowd. Everyone's loving the energy. She's really giving life to the event where a lot of people are closed off because they're too conservative. That's also a tip for y'all. Like, conservativeness will get you only so far in the music industry. But anyways, I was just loving the energy. And every time that I would see her, like at the hub, because I would host the jam sessions and she would host a lot of them too before I did. I was like, yo, like I love it. Like, this is the energy that I want to represent me if I'm gonna go for being with the biggest artist in the world. I'm sure they have a manager that's just as amazing. So I need one like that, or I'm just gonna feel like I'm settling for less. So I had a conversation with Shadi. I was like, yo, I know that you don't want to manage anyone, but would you do it for me? I promise that, you know, we'll get to it. Like, if you say yes, I'm gonna do everything that we need to do. And she was like, I said, don't even answer right now, just think about it. Next time that we talked, she was like, I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. We're gonna do it for real though. I hope you're ready. It's been an amazing ride. It's been nothing short of greatness. All the moments have been great and fun. Yeah, it was God. It was me trusting God, like I said, just getting outside of myself and letting someone else in to help me and oversee things as well, and it's been great.
It's that was very well put. Like, and you guys, like, based on our conversation, based on what I see, based on what I hear, like, y'all were put in each other's life for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
She's like, do I want to do this? You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I want to do this, but I don't know if I want somebody like it's hard to kind of surrender sometimes and say, all right, I need help. You know what I mean? Like, I need somebody to help me do this. So between that,
it can't just be
that,
anybody too. Like, Shadi
Right.
is not just anyone. I'm not just having anyone just manage me. I mean, she literally does the job more than impressively, actually groundbreaking. The content that we come up with is like groundbreaking. It's amazing, and people are now beginning to copy what we do. I mean, she started off, she was like, you know, I'm just gonna ask you questions. Now I'm seeing people do that, and I'm just like, wow, I'm glad we inspire you, and that's great because that's all that we wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but let me say this before I forget real quick. Like, you are definitely on point, right? So, like, I'm always observing, I'm always watching people, and I totally like this chick's style. Like, I'm setting up and stuff, trying to get ready for this, and she's over there like, all right, so look, we got boom, 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 and boom. Don't forget about boom. You remember boom? Okay.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
how she'll be on the jet, I'm sure.
That,
like we got a meeting this time, we got a meeting after, we got an interview, show tonight, all that. Like, I love it.
Exactly. And she's like, you know, like missing you.
It's just, I just wanted to say that I feel the same. I wouldn't just work with anyone or any artist. I don't like my time to be wasted.
For sure.
And I just want to give my all into a project because my name will be on it. And only 3 has exceeded in like matching my energy and more, because he works so hard that there's no way like we just both. It makes us both want to work harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. You fuel each other. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
And he's always working, always, all day long. Like, how could I not want to work just as hard? And you know, summer never.
That's
ends.
when we're not in the gym training.
Exactly.
You know, the actual gym.
Yeah.
Like, working on our bodies, staying fit, so that positivity like pours out of our pores. You know what I'm saying? And you feel it from both of us because like we're a giant orb of love, and people just love that. They can't help but love it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm like, have the pleasure of sitting in the giant orb of love right now. So you have, so tell us what's going on. So we want to see more of you. We want to know just like where to see you next, where we can listen to you, what's going on. So tonight, first and foremost, what you got going on?
Tonight, well, after this, I got a photo shoot. Then we got gym. Then we got a show. Shadi is hosting it at 8. I'll be there a little bit early, and I'm headlining that, so I'll be the last act. Then next week, we have Josephine Theater on August 20th. I'm going to be a headliner in that show as well. We got Fashion Week coming up. I have something crazy in the works with MVP Vibe. Y'all need to stay tuned for that. That's going to be really, really special. First of its kind. Thank you to Shadi as well for helping me set that up. Thank you to all the MVP Vibe members that, you know, allowed me to come and rock out, be a rock star. And that's just some stuff for now. It's going to be great. Like, everything is great. Everything that we manifest is coming to us because, you know, we just are staying on our route.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So where can we find you? Instagram.
Instagram at only3, Twitter at only3. I don't have a Snapchat. I don't really be on Facebook.
TikTok coming soon.
TikTok is coming at only3. You can actually go follow the TikTok now at only3. It's already up. The content for it is coming very soon. And yeah, I'm really be on Instagram. Like, you'll catch all my exclusive content. Go subscribe on YouTube as well. Only3. Got a new contest coming up for all my new subscribers. If you're that lucky subscriber, you're gonna get something really, really cool. 1-on-1 from Shark Boy.
Oh yeah, nice. And where can we find you, ma'am? Because we want to be able to find you as well.
Definitely Instagram at Shadia Crespo. Y'all can follow me and check out at MVP Vibe as well for my interviews.
Definitely. Definitely, that's what's up.
The voice of summer never ends. You want to do the tag for him real quick?
Yeah, she does. Now she has no choice.
One time though.
Summer never ends.
Wow. Hey, look, it has been a pleasure, guys. I am so glad that we had this opportunity. Thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you for hopping in too. I know you know whatever, but we are so glad that you are in the video as well. So, in case you guys did not know, so make it make sense, Mary, MiMs, Meow. So we always talk about some sort of mental health or some sort of feel good or something, right? Because that's the goal. We want to feel good, and if we got something to kick to you, we want to kick it to you, and we want to hear from you too, right? So he didn't even give me the opportunity to really ask, because he's like been killing it the whole time with all of the very good like mental health and self-care tips. But if there is one thing that you can say to the people before you go that you feel is super impactful, the kids need to know, the people need to know, everybody needs to know, what would it be?
About mental health?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I would say practice, because it's not easy, right? It's almost like working on your muscle in the gym. Practice showing double the love that you would give everyone. Go out of your way to show them double. Everyone that you meet every day for the rest of your life. And again, it's practice because it's challenging. I know that subconsciously you're going to want to fall back into your normal self. It's a challenge, but I think if you even do it for a week, a month, do it for 3 days, you're going to see a difference in your life that you'll probably never be able to go back. I'm practicing that as we speak, and I wish that I had someone to tell me that when I was 13. You know, growing up in Rigsby Ave, moving to South Central LA, Denver Heights area, you're around a lot of craziness. Why? Because you'll find craziness wherever there's poverty. I grew up in like those places where like you don't really want your kids to grow up, you know what I'm saying? My mom had to work all day so that she could just have money to pay for us to have a roof over our heads. Like, not even the luxuries that maybe a lot of people have as far as like having nice clothes or cars when you're young and all that stuff, but like just so I could have a roof over my head, right? But if someone would have told me this when I was 13 and I actually practiced it, I don't know where my life would be. I don't regret anything, but because I found it when I had the time. Like, I still have time. Like, I'm not running out of time, and that's my biggest blessing. But for you people that feel like you're stuck in maybe a dark mental state, just practice that, and I guarantee you your life will never be the same. Ever again.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we heard the artist side, and I want to hear something from you too, honestly. So what's a tip from you? That was really good.
A tip from me would be something that I've been practicing now that's been really helpful in my mind, and it's practicing being in the moment. I've been reading The Power of Now, and how when you're not thinking so much about the past or the future, you're just remain in the present, and it's just reminding yourself, you know, to be grateful for everything that you're presently, what everything is here now.
For sure.
So,
that's a really good one as well, and that's very hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to
Because
train
you don't
yourself.
even, you have to train yourself, because you don't even realize that, okay, I'm in the moment and now I'm not. Oh wait, I gotta come back. You know what I'm saying?
So in control of your own thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, that was beautiful. That was good stuff. So
Thank
take
you so
that
much.
in. The game is free. We give it to you. Use it. Don't. Hey, we just want you to know, right? So before we go, everybody has to do this. I need you guys to look right in the camera. Do not question it. And hit me with a meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Only3, Shotty,
Shark Boy.
the Power Team, rocking it out. Check him out, and we are out. Peace from Meow.
We out.